Alright, y'all. DLC 1 is officially here in Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. It's fire. Everyone's having a good time, enjoying themselves. The game's great again, and I want to talk about it. So, I want to talk about the DLC, the update that came with it. I want to talk about everything. So, let's get straight into it. First, I want to start with just the DLC characters, because that's the meat and potatoes of it all. No one's buying this shit for the fucking custom battles. You know what I mean? It's the characters. So, I like the characters. You get 11 for this first pack, 11 characters, but it's really like 5 because Gohan and Piccolo have their transformations counting as character slots. And I don't really have a problem with this. I know some people do, like, we got shafted, we only got 5 characters. But, like, who else were they gonna add? You know what I mean? Magenta, Dr. Hedo. The only characters I think maybe got skipped out on were like Pan, Teen Goten and Trunks, and then maybe Fat Gotenks. But all of those would be like meh characters. No one gives a fuck about them. I'm sorry. I mean, I get it. It sucks because it's like it would be nice to have them. It is a Tenkaichi game, but I don't know. It's not too big of a deal for me, and I'm happy we didn't get those characters and have them take up slots from the DLC because we're only getting 20 plus characters, so that's like 29 at the max, and I want as many characters from Daima as possible. Realistically, Pan didn't even fight in the movie. Goten and Trunks didn't fight in the movie. Fat Gotenks barely did shit. You know what I mean? I don't mind these characters being omitted because they didn't really do much in the movie. I don't want characters from Daima getting skipped that were like decently important but they couldn't make the cut. You know what I mean? So I'm fine with this. We got the heavy hitters, and the heavy hitters they did fucking great. Let's get into it, bro. Cell Max looks fire. Beast fire. Orange Piccolo fire. The Gammas, all of them, they all look great. Their models are incredible in this game. This is the best the characters have looked. Like genuinely, they look incredible. I don't know if they look better than the superhero movie. I think they work better. I think the cell shaded art style works better in Sporking Zero than it does in superhero personally. But like in terms of just like the best scenes from superhero, Beast might look a little better in the movie, maybe, but it's damn near fucking close. You know what I mean? This clears Xenoverse. This fucking clears Breakers and shits all over it. You know what I mean? The only games that maybe come close, maybe Dokkan with the animations, but I don't really count. So yeah, the models themselves are great. The animations, most of them are pretty fucking good, like top tier sparking animations. Some aren't great, some are kind of but like pretty much everything's good. Some characters though don't have like super unique movesets, and it's a little unfortunate. Base Piccolo, Base Gohan, and like Super Saiyan Gohan, their movesets aren't super unique. Gohan has Super Kamehameha, and it's a carbon copy, I'm pretty sure. For both Super Saiyan and for Base. Super Saiyan just gets an impact animation, so if it lands, it plays an animation of the person taking it, just eating that shit. Whereas Base, it just hits. And it's whatever. It's like, oh man, but at the same time, what the fuck were they gonna give him? He had like 5 minutes of screen time in the movie, and it makes sense. So it makes sense for his character, so it's fine. But I don't know. They could have pulled from stuff from Super because this is supposed to be mostly a Super Gohan. I don't know. They could have pulled something from like the anime or something. I don't know. But it's whatever. Because we ain't here for base Gohan. We're here for Beast. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. Outside of those 3 characters, though, the movesets are pretty fucking neat. There are a couple characters, though, whose movesets I'm not a big fan of how they were handled. Gamma 1, Beast Gohan, and Orange Piccolo. It's just their ults. They all look great. Don't get me wrong. They look fucking amazing. But Gamma 1's I don't fuck with because it's not really his ult. He just opens it up and then Gamma 2 does the majority of it. And it feels kind of lame because it's like he basically doesn't have his own ult. I don't really know what they could have done. I know this was from the movie. and Gamma 2 did more in the movie. So I don't really know what they could have done, but I just wish I wish they even made something up, even if it was just him shooting a big ass red ball out of his gun or some shit, bro. I don't fucking know. They could have done something. With and then with Beast Gohan and Orange Piccolo, their ults are rush attacks. I don't really fuck with that, just because it's like you can't beam clash with them. They're cool. It's cool that they're both special beam cannon, and they look beautiful, but you can't beam clash. You can't recreate the beam clash at the end of the movie. Yeah, I don't really fuck with that. Actually, another thing, and this isn't really a big deal because I actually think Cell Max was done pretty good. It is kind of a shame though we didn't get his like beams. I'll play a clip of it real quick.
They not like us. They not like us. They not like us.
That thing. We didn't get that attack. I don't know. I mean, I think the moves we got are fine. The ult looks fucking fantastic. I could gush on and on about how they did that ult because it just looks so good. But I'm not gonna. The supers look pretty good too. The Mighty Punch is kind of generic, but I think it's nice that he has a rush attack. It would have been kind of if he didn't have one. And he just had two beams. And I think the mouth cannon's fine. I personally would have preferred if instead of the mouth cannon, he had the bunch of beams thingy. Because it's just more iconic. It's more, like, iconic to Cell Max than just him shooting a fucking mouth beam. But it's whatever, though. There's also a couple animations on characters that look a little I mentioned this earlier, some of the animations aren't great, but it's really two that I can think of. One of them's a grab for like Giant Orange Piccolo, where when you grab them, they don't fit in your hand. Like you're grabbing air. Let's look at this grab too, real quick. Oh, I mean the most of it looks cool, but it's just that he is not gripping that motherfucker at all. Look at that. And it's like I get it. They got to make the grabs like work on everybody and stuff, but I don't know. I mean, it looks unfinished. I'm gonna just be straight up with you. It looks a little. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. It don't look great, but it's not too big of a deal. It's like a 2-second grab. And then also, like, the rush attack, it's not like the animation itself looks bad, it's just his mouth doesn't move at all when he's talking. What the fuck? Check out Fierce Fist. That's kind of weird he doesn't... Wait, is he? No, he wasn't in giant form. It's a little unfortunate, but, again, not a big deal. Pretty much everything else is, like, mwah, just... chef's kiss. Fucking beautiful, bro. One thing I gotta say, this game needs a damn photo mode, bro. Holy shit. Cause dude, I was over here taking screenshots of just the characters, bro. They look so fucking sexy, and I want some high quality screenshots of that shit, bro. I want a photo mode, dude. That shit would be fire. I think that'd be a great addition, honestly. But back on topic though, there is like one genuine, real criticism I have about the DLC, in regards to the characters at least, and that's the costumes, or the lack thereof. They got the Red Ribbon Army costume for Piccolo, and that's cool and all. Like, I fuck with it, and it's cool that it goes into his Power Awakened form, so if you start in base with it, and you transform, you got it in Power Awakened. But then if you go orange, you lose it, and it works fine. The transformation scene looks fine because there's a cut that happens. You can kind of imagine Orange Piccolo busting out of it before he comes on the frame. You know what I mean? So it looks fine. It doesn't break the immersion or nothing. And then when you de-transform, you lose the costume, which I do think is cool. Because, you know, it makes sense. My problem isn't with Piccolo. Although I do kind of wish you could put this Red Ribbon Army costume on all versions of Piccolo. I also think it would have been cool if we could have used his original white cape and turban. That would be sick. Imagine a Power Awakened Piccolo with that shit on or something. I don't know. It would have been fucking cool. And even if it was just for base, it would look cool. I don't know. But my problem is not with Piccolo, it's with Gohan. My problem with Gohan is that he has the cape in his base form, but he cannot use it in his Super Saiyan, Ultimate, or like Beast forms. That's stupid, and it's especially stupid because you can't even take it off in his base form. It's weird. Like it's super glued to him, even though if you go into Super Saiyan, you lose it, and if you go back down into base in that same match, he doesn't have the costume. He doesn't have the cape anymore. So it's weird. I don't know. And it's not even like the animation plays where he like throws the cape off. He just loses it. So it's not even like an animation thing. Because like at least the glasses, people have mentioned that the glasses should be an accessory, which I think they should. But like the problem is when you go Super Saiyan, he takes the glasses off, which is a really neat touch. And it's like, okay, sure. And when you go back down to base, they just pop back on, fucking whatever. But that's an animation thing. You can at least kind of excuse it, but the cape doesn't have that problem. It just pops off. It should have been a costume. I think it absolutely should have been a costume, and it would have been sick. I would have loved to have been able to see Beast with the cape. That shit would have been fucking heat. I don't know. Even Ultimate with the cape, bro. Like, that shit would have been fire. And this is also just a problem I have with Sparking Zero in general, is the lack of costume parity. Is so, like, not parity, is that, like, one version of a character can't use a costume that's on another version. So, like, End Goku can't use the Yardrat fit, or Super Goku can't use the Yardrat fit. That shit would look sick. And in all honesty, I don't think that's a hard ask. Like, I think that's pretty reasonable. I think it's feasible because it's pretty much the same models. You know what I mean? Like, that should absolutely be something that's within reason to ask for. And I don't know, I would have liked to have seen that with Gohan as well. Piccolo doesn't really have that, like, extra outfit, so it's, you know, not really a criticism towards him. Even though I think he should have his driver outfit. What are you doing? But with Gohan, there is some genuine fucking heat in his backlog that you can't fucking use. He's got the black fit. Imagine if we could have put the black fit on Beast. Or the orange gi on Beast. Oh my god, man. Oh my god, that would have been fucking heat. This would have been an 11 out of 10 DLC. But unfortunately, that ain't how it is. And it sucks. That's like my main criticism in regards to the characters. But it's not my only criticism. Another really bad thing, another major L on this DLC is there's no fucking maps. There is no maps. There's no maps, and it's not even a thing. I was coping thinking, hey, maybe the maps will be free. Nah. Nah. Those maps are non-existent. We don't got a Red Ribbon Army base. We don't got, like, a destroyed Red Ribbon Army base or nothing. We didn't get shit. And this sucks. I'm gonna be real. This just sucks. This isn't even like, whatever. No, this sucks ass. Because the maps we got, they ain't enough. We got 12 fucking maps, and it feels like we got 6. So, I don't know. I'd really like more maps. I think, personally, they should be free. But hell, I mean, dude, if they're DLC, hey, fuck it. Right? Well, fuck it, man. I don't care. I don't even know how we're gonna do Daima. Because, like, dude, that doesn't even take place in the same realm. Are we not getting maps for Daima? Like, I don't know, man. It sucks. And that's the biggest L, is we ain't got no maps. It would have been cool if we got, like, story mode stuff, but I wasn't expecting it, and I don't think that many people were. So, it's whatever. That's not really a super big deal. Especially with how the story mode's formatted, it would have just been adding stuff to Gohan and Piccolo. It would have been cool, though, because then maybe we could have had, like, alternate, like, what-ifs based on the superhero saga. We could have had a what-if where Goku and Vegeta show up or some shit. I don't know. That could have been hype, having, like, a what-if where Goku shows up and we get, like, a Beast MUI Goku team-up. I don't fucking know. But it's fine. It's whatever. The story mode's subpar in this game anyway, so it's really not much is lost. But we did get custom battles though, and custom battles are kind of stinky. I haven't played the bonus battles we got, so I can't really speak on those. But I don't know. It's pretty much filler content to me, so it might as well not exist for me. I don't really care about it either way. So yeah, that's the DLC. And then we also got a free update. And they did the free update a little weird. I'm going to be real with you. First of all, it seems like they're segmenting it. So we're getting most of it now. But then we're not getting like the new mode until probably when the full DLC comes out. I don't know how I feel about that. I think that's a little weird, but I get it. It kind of makes sense, I guess. Sure. We did get an update though, so we got most of everything. I think the only thing we didn't get was the limited time legendary warrior face off or whatever. And I'm still excited to see how that is. I'm very excited to see how that looks, if it's actually interesting, or if they just threw a bunch of health on a bot and called it a day. I don't know. I'm gonna be optimistic, but for the stuff we did get, I'm gonna be real. Some of this shit is they damn near lied to us on them patch notes, and that's why I don't like how they fucking word their patch notes, where they're super ambiguous and just say generic statements like we added new text and effects to custom battle. They didn't add shit to custom battle. This is why I will die on the hill that custom battle is a bum ass mode. It is a dog shit stinky ass mode. I think it has a lot of potential, but I don't think the devs give a fuck about it. I don't think the devs care enough about it to actually fully bring out its potential. I think this mode is buns. They didn't fix any of the weird ass jank, like fucking characters not being able to use their transformations in cutscenes. So like if you have a base Goku that goes Super Saiyan, that cutscene will just have them in base. If you damage them so their clothes are ripped, they'll go back to full durability. Weird dumbass shit like that just kind of breaks the immersion. They added, I think, one new cutscene, and it's like one new kind of a cutscene thing you can do, and it's just for giants. That's, I think, literally it, and they threw in some new text. Probably just stuff from the DLC dialogue, so like DLC characters dialogue ripped and then put into the DLC. I think that is legit all they did. I could not find a single fucking effect. And I looked, and I have a decent amount of time in custom battle, so I'm pretty familiar with the effects. I didn't see anything new. So, they kind of shit the bed there, but it's whatever, I guess. That's only one thing. With everything else, it seems like they did pretty good in terms of the fixes and stuff. The leg sweep exploit is gone, which I think is a W, a major W. And, it seems like honestly, it seems a little bit better, but I kept encountering this bug in ranked last night where, like, the enemy would teleport into me mid-combo. I'll show some footage. This shit was so fucking frustrating, and this is a problem I do kind of have with the game right now, is that there's just inconsistency. Like, melee tracking's kind of whack, where you'll be punching a motherfucker, starting a combo, and then you'll slip off them, and it seems like they didn't really do much of that. So, I don't know. This update was kind of meh. The DLC was great, albeit missing a bit of punch because it don't got no maps. So, I don't know. This is a pretty solid jolt into the game, but honestly, I'm a little concerned. I'm a little worried by the fact we ain't got no maps. We still barely have any costumes. You know what I mean? That's something I'd really like to see them do, is start adding some free updates to add costumes, add maps. I mean, even if it's DLC, at that point I can at least say, hey, they're money grubby. You know what I mean? I'll probably buy it, but I can at least say, hey, they're adding it, but they're money grubby. But they're still fucking adding it. Right now they're not even adding shit. They'll poke this game with a stick. Here's some DLC characters. Here you go. We don't need characters. We got 183, motherfucker. We need maps and costumes. You know what I mean? That's like, I want more in this game, bro. I want more to chew on. I'm not saying this game needs to be the next fucking Fighters. I just want more content. It seems like the only content they're super interested in adding, though, is characters. That's my biggest problem right now. And I think this DLC and update is really showing just how big of a problem it is. That's why I bring it up. I don't know. It's a little disappointing, but overall, I'm very, very happy with this DLC, and the update's solid. I'm feeling pretty good about Sparking Zero. So yeah, if you enjoyed the video, leave a like. If you want to see more content on Sparking Zero, more content like this, subscribe or just keep tabs on the channel, and also let me know what y'all guys' thoughts are in the comments down below. What do you guys think about the characters? What maps you want? I don't know, fucking anything, bro. If you watch the video, I don't know, talk about the video. I like reading y'all's comments. It's great. So with all that being said, have a good one. I'll see y'all later.